so much, Antti. I should have worked harder on my Finnish lessons when I was doing Duolingo, so I need to go back and practice a lot more. The next one is a name that is much easier to pronounce, and that's Hans-Petter Røkhold from a Norwegian company called Connexus. So the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I'm going to refuse to talk about only workplace, because from our perspective, the whole educational system and the competence system is so intertwined that we have to talk about the whole perspective. As a start off, I will have a short micro anecdote, because it's just 5 minutes. And it's a personal one. It's about my daughter. She's well into her economic studies, and from some months ago, she found that she wanted to try to find some relevant part-time work with her education. So what she did, she applied for this work. It was 400 applicants for that job in a really huge company in Norway, that also do in the financial sector. And she went through the first round, the second round, and the third round. And it got done. And she actually got the job. But when she got it, really, really happy. And she came to me and said, I don't quite understand this, because they didn't want to know anything about my grades. Not this far in my education, and not my high school grades. They were not interested at all. So I'm kind of confused. Why did they choose me? So I said, since I work in this line of business, I said to her, ask them, why did they pick you out of these 400? And they are pretty much the same profile, anyone. So she did. And what she told me when she came back, before starting studies, she wanted to do something else after high school. So she actually started working in a kindergarten. And what the people that had hired her told her, that we didn't care about your grades and so on, and we knew that you were studying, and that's fine. But what we really did was go deep into your references. And the manager of that kindergarten, she told us about how you solved practical problems in that kindergarten. And she especially told us about how you applied communication skills towards the children, and especially towards the parents. Everyone who has had children in parents in kindergarten knows that there might be some issues there from time to time. So how she has actually applied those skills was the reason why she got her first part-time job in finance. I think that is quite, I like that story so much, because it fits so well into, I think, what most of us talking here today has said about this 21st century approach and a broader perspective. But still then, and why I refuse to talk of just workplace part, is that this is so connected, especially to the university, but also to the K-12 and in the kindergarten. How are we approaching knowledge and skills for these students to be workable? That is actually the key of this. So, and you see also this, this is just numbers, this is not accurate science, of course, but this is ordered by McDonald's of everything, and insight into the possible shortage of soft skills in UK and the money loss that might mean for that society. They're talking about $20 billion of loss because of lack of soft skills. This, and there's a lot of examples of this from big companies. Deloitte UK is hiding the university you came from. They don't want to know, because the mindset of how they are recruiting is so light-minded that it's actually hurting the company. So it's huge things happening in this era. I have to be quick, I'm sorry about that. This is our main approach. We are in the learning analytics part. We have been around for 15 years doing hardcore learning analytics. Of course, with a lot of quantitative data. That is what we have access to historically. So we are building all of this connection to all kinds of sources of data. What we have seen is in this line that we are talking about now, the 21st century approach and so on, this kind of data, the ecosystem of this kind of data, also for workplace, is not very good. We lack a lot of data. There's like Peter said, there's a lot of tools out there, but it's really hard to get that into the analytic part. So what we have done, we have made, together with Andy Hargraves, Michael Fullen and others, we have made some tools to bridge that gap for now. And we have tested this in Asia, and that's actually the interesting point. Like Rolf said about Uruguay and Dragonbox, we are experiencing the same thing about Asia, that is so known for the hardcore testing and grade focus. They are now using this, the Nanyang University, the 13th ranked in the world, the Taylor University in Malaysia, the Polytechs in Singapore, they are approaching these tools where we are actually focusing on the self-efficacy part, the student behavior part, the deep learning part. And from this we can use, of course we use this for statistics and deep learning. We use Google, we use Microsoft Power BI and IBM. We are experimenting with all this as well. So from all this we can make a much broader perspective. And for the workplace part, we have this one, where we are doing exactly the same. We are building some tools, this on the right side, that is actually showing a broader perspective of interest and work that the recruiting company is using now. Building on just the same analytics understanding and the same approach on a broader perspective of competence. Okay, sorry, thank you.